Welcome to a fairly laid-back version of Puglock 716. Here we are, 15 days with no hockey. Most everybody has got some sort of stay-at-home order. I know that I'm working from home. And the card thing is really, it's a hobby, and I love to sell the cards. But I don't rely on it for my living, which is probably pretty good, because I spend way more on cards than I actually make selling cards. But I thought that I would go through how I mail PWE cards and how I mail bubble mailer cards. Everybody's got their own version. Everybody's got their own way of doing it. And this is not the right way. This is not the wrong way. It's just the way that I've kind of fell into. It's a comfort level with me. I like when things are kind of nice and tidy and orderly, and I like it when I know that the results of how I packed whatever card are going to benefit whomever bought the card. So let's start with PWE. First thing I do is get the supplies together. And generally, I will go to Dollar General and I'll get thank you cards. You can get them in 8, 10, 12 pack. They're all $1. And it just kind of gives an extra layer of protection for your card. So I want to show you how I do that. We take the card, put it in the sleeve, and put it in the top loader. And again, this is just the way I do it. I mean, it's not the definitive right way. It just, you know, if you can pick something up out of this that you can use, great. If you can offer or put in the suggestions or in the notes something that I might be able to use, that would be awesome too. So one of the first mistakes I made was I bought team bags, which was fine, but they wouldn't fit bigger cards or cards where I needed bubble mailers, where I needed, you know, a little more protection on the cards. These one-touch resealable bags do a great job with that. So definitely two different uses, still inexpensive, but a necessity. So I take my Young Gun card, grab one of my team bags, and there you go, put the card in the team bag. Now, with weights, with various postage requirements, you know, if you start putting more and more weight in there, you end up getting charged more. Sometimes you think you got the right amount of postage on there and it gets sent back. That's happened to me several times the past week. So I cut the thinner pieces of cardboard to go in for the PWEs. Now, if you don't have a paper cutter, I highly recommend getting a paper cutter. But I simply put this in there. Fits like a glove. The other thing I did, I had these little cards made up from a company, gotprint.com. I could design it. I think I got 500 of them for really next to nothing. I think I got a trial for $10. They look good, great quality cards, but it has my Replin store address on it. It's got my eBay store on it. Has my Twitter handle, and it's got my YouTube channel. So something easy, and it's really just kind of a way to say thank you for your purchase. A little brand recognition. The cool part about it is when somebody gets one of these cards, they may like what you sent them. They may love the card. They may like the fact that you went the extra mile to make sure their card was going to be fine. They might keep that card and remember, hey, you know, I'm going to look up and see what this guy's got. So, and one of the plus sides of using these bags like this is you don't have to use painter's tape. You don't have to use Scotch tape, which you should never use Scotch tape anyway, in my opinion. And I've seen people use shipping tape, and I've seen people use duct tape. When they pull this out, they can actually get their card. It's perfect and a great way to store it. So, put the card in there. Pull that strip off, fold it over, and you've got a protected card. Now, put that in my thank you card. Now, the one thing that I did do, and I did, like I said, I do a couple of extra things that just, well, first of all, it makes it easier for me because my handwriting's horrible and I get sick of writing. You know, I may not ever have a huge order, but if I have to write 5 or 10 envelopes, guaranteed the 5th through the 10th envelope are going to look pretty bad because I don't write very well. So, I bought a stamp. I bought this from Simon Stamps, and I think that I got a discount on it. It was free shipping. Great quality Trodat stamp. Oh no, I got this from not Zillow. I can't remember. I'll put it on the I'll put the little tag on it when it comes up to this part of the video. But it's my address tag. Also branded. It's got my logo on it. And I got my address right there, but you know, you can tell. Just makes it kind of a nice presentation. People think that they've got something, you know. It doesn't detract from the card. It doesn't, you know, my handwriting, my horrible handwriting, people don't go, I'm not buying from him because he can barely write. And you put it in the card, or put it in the envelope. And of course, I still have to handwrite that. The caution with this is when you do put stamps on it, you can put a forever stamp on it. I did that, had it returned as non-machinable, so I had to put more postage on it. And it got returned again. My fault. I should have crossed out the non-machinable thing. But it should have gone with one stamp. It may go with 2. You may want to ask whomever is working at the post office that day if it's going to get through. Once it gets through them, it's going to get through. And that's essentially it for PWE. So if you guys have a better way of doing it or a more efficient way of doing it, man, I would love to hear it. But this is just the way I kind of do it. Now, going over to the bubble mailers, with or without tracking. First step, find a really good quality bubble mailer at a good price. There are so many guys out there that'll offer you 50 or 100 and they're going to charge you, you know, 60 bucks for them or 40 bucks for them. Is it worth it? I don't think so. I ran across these on Amazon, and they're absolutely awesome. And when I get done packing this card up, we can put it in there and you can see just how good it is. But great, weatherproof, lots of padding, really like them. Variety of colors, you know, I just happen to get the blue because it, well, it doesn't really match, but it kind of matches the color scheme. So, once again, put the card in the sleeve and put the card in the top loader. Now this is where the one-touch bag comes in because we're going to put a little bit thicker support in there. Now there's 2 ways of doing it. And well, I say 2 ways. There's probably a million different ways, but I have found 2 ways of doing it. One of them is simply from your paper cutter, print a couple or cut cardboard blanks. With this, you can put one on either side. Fold it or put your card in. Fold it over and you're done. That easy. Really, really easy. The other thing I've found, and you're going to be underweight. This is probably a little bit less than 3 ounces. The other thing that I've found to use, because I'm always looking for, again, a better way to do things, you know, is I found, it's called Coroplast, and it's in, I got this at Target with a sheet, like a tagboard size sheet, about the size of that graphic. It was $3.49, super light, but lots of strength to it. Now this one, you'll only be able to put 1 in. So I'll put the card in. I really have got a lot of good feedback on this. It really works really well. So take this, put it on the front. There we go. Well, get in there. There we go. Easier if I could see it. And it actually looks really nice. Put your card in there. And then you just simply fold it over. And it looks good. You know, once again, I deal with lower end cards. Every once in a while I get to that medium end card. I certainly don't deal with very many high end cards. But whenever I do, I pack them all the same. So this one gives you kind of a, I don't know, it's a nice presentation. Either way is going to work for you. This one weighs a little bit less than using 2 of these, but it's negligible. It's very small. So, and you just drop this right in there. Perfect fit. And these nice tight seal. And you put it in. Now I go through when I'm doing the label for this, usually through UPS, but I go through. I have a stamps.com account. I highly recommend because I think I got the first $10 in postage free, and then if I recommend people, or if you recommend people, you get $5 here, $10 there. It's really kind of a nice deal. So, whatever you use, this is what I use. It seems to be doing great for me. Again, if you have some comments about it, what you like, what you don't like, what you do that may be a little bit different that could, you know, help us all out, that would be great. But that's pretty much it. So I hope that you guys are staying safe. I hope that you guys are not going crazy in quarantine, if you are being quarantined. And that's about it. I'm going to do a video tomorrow with 2019-2020 Upper Deck Series 1. So I'll leave you with that. Leave your comments, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. And as always, here's wishing you all the puck luck. Stay safe. Take care.